guys, it's water time. Delicious water. Are you proud of me? Do you see how many posters I put up since this morning? I'm very proud of myself. This is all that I'm going to put back there for now. Wait a minute. There we go. Now you can see everything. So, I like the way that this flows. You know, I think that I'm just going to leave that. I like how it flows. And then I'm planning on putting more. Those are the herbs. I'll tell you what happened with the herbs today and why they're in here right now. But I want to have, like, something kind of taller. Like an air purifying plant of some sort over there. So I like the idea of not having a bunch of posters that way. I just like the way this looks. So I'm doing the same thing to all of the walls. So right here, you'll see that the same corner of that wall is also flowing, or beginning to flow with posters. And then, wait, this is going to progress to creepiness. So right there, we have the beginning of flow. And then over here, we have the very beginnings of flow, and then my face. How creepy is that? It's mega creepy. That was a bad idea on my part. I never should have put that there. I love the artist, and I love the way that it looks, but my face does not belong that high staring down at me while I work. It's not. You and I, this relationship is not going to work out. So, but under it is a really sweet note from one of my old professors. So I think that I'll leave that up there because it's like inspirational. But I still need to figure out where I want everything. Right now I'm loving the way that this wall looks though. So let me tell you what happened with the herbs. So, that poor basil. The LA sun is very harsh. I've been watering them. But unfortunately, with the basil, the leaves were starting to get burnt, which means that they were getting way too much sunlight. It also means that there's a possibility that the leaves were getting wet when I would water them, and then the sun would magnify whatever pools of water were on the leaves and burning them. So I was looking at all three of them. I was looking at the celery, the basil, and the mint. And I was like, the mint is looking droopy, and the basil's looking burnt, and the celery looks fine. Like, it's just having a grand old time. So I thought, I'm just going to bring them inside for a little bit, see if I can kind of nurse them back to life, put them on the windowsill for like a few hours a day, but not have that much like direct sunlight. And we'll see if they can get hardy again. The stems are still green. They still look very lively. It's just some of the leaves were not doing so good. So I picked off all of the dead stuff so that it's not wasting energy. And hopefully it can figure out its deal. Come back to us. Do you want to see the celery? A couple of you were asking about the celery. Are these the pants that have the white handprints on the butt? Yes. Okay. I just figured I'd address that before I walked away. Although my butt's covered by the sweatshirt, so that was totally unnecessary. Well, now you know. I have a pair of sweatpants that one time I painted in, and I put handprints all over them. And of course, because I'm 5, the very first spot that I put them was the buttocks. Here's the celery. It smells very good. It's getting a little bit lush, but it needs more room. I need to transplant it. I also need to drill holes into the bottoms of these, but like the basil does really well with a lot of water. And so does the celery. Mint, I'm not sure. I should do more research about that, but I at least know that I'm definitely not overwatering the basil because it's doing fine with all that water. It's just the leaves, they got all messed up. Oh gosh. Oh, the mint smells so good. I love having plants in my room. I was looking at a list. I think I told you guys about this list like forever ago. But I was looking at a list of all of these different plants that you can get that like purify the air. and specifically what they're known to purify. Like, it's so weird. There's some plants that do really well in dark places, and they purify the air of the sort of chemicals that are in gasoline. So, like, the list was like, yeah, these are the sorts of plants that you should put in your garage because they purify the sorts of chemicals that are going to be collecting in your garage. And then these are the sorts of plants that you should put in your bathroom because they combat, you know, like E. coli in the air and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is what? I was like, no, what? That's crazy. So I'm trying to figure out which ones I would like to have in my home places. I love ivy. I love ivy a lot, but it doesn't make any sense for me to have ivy anywhere in my bedroom. That would be silly. But one day, I'm gonna have so much ivy, I won't even know what to do with it. I'm gonna be that crazy lady who has, like, 2 cats and ivy all over her cottage, and everybody thinks she's a witch. And I will encourage it. Cheers. Cheers to the future of me. I keep seeing gifs go up of me and my cat headbutting each other, and it makes me smile every time. Every time somebody posts one, I'm like, my kitties! He's doing okay in this room. There have been a couple of times now where I've gone to feed him, and he has frantically tried to get into my old bedroom, and I'm like, no. That's not where we're going, but, good try. A for effort. But he's been, you know, like, hanging out in here, he's been sleeping in here, playing in here, he's been fine. So, that's good. I'm glad that he's not, gosh, can you imagine how depressing that would be if I brought all of this stuff in here, all of his things, too, and yet he just couldn't let go of the old room. Like, I would go to the bathroom and then come out and be like, where's the kitty? And then I would look into my old bedroom and he'd be curled up in the corner where his cat tree used to be, just staring out the window forlornly as soft music plays and sunlight dazzles upon his fur. That would be a depressing scene, but that has not happened. Thank goodness. I would be so depressed trying to figure out how to get my cat to love this room, but he loves it. Oh my goodness, and he loves this window. He loves looking at the birds. It's the same, like, placement of my window, so he's looking at the same thing, but the tree is closer to this window, so he feels closer to the birds. Oh my god, he has been tripping balls. He just sits there, chattering the whole time. He's like, I don't know if you guys have cats that do that, but it is hilarious. I love it when cats, like do that, like, chirping noise when they're looking at something, and they're just... They're basically doing that, but, you know, classier than I can do it. Yes. So, still going for it. I'm still trying to get everything out of that room, but I'm doing things, like, one by one, because I'm the sort of person where if I don't force myself, I will just take a huge group of things and be like, well, I know I want to keep all this, so I'm just going to shove it all into a drawer and deal with it later. And what I've been doing is one by one, or sometimes 2 at a time, I grab things and I say, you need to go here and you need to go here. And then I leave and I put them where they belong. And then I go back in the room and I'm like, you and you. Okay. And I go and I put them where they belong. And it is taking forever. There's like there's not even that much there. There's so little that needs to be dealt with, but I can't quite seem to look at all of it as a whole and be like, I know where all of this belongs. So it's going a little bit slower. But if it means in the end that my room stays as organized as it is right now, it is going to blow my mind. I'm going to be so happy. Happiest girl in the world. In all the world places. I'm so excited to see Krender tomorrow. We were talking about what day we're going to get ramen. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm so happy. I know I've told you guys this already, but I was so stressed out The first time when I took him and Jesse to ramen, I was like, you guys better like this place because I swear if you don't like this place, I don't know what to do because this is the best ramen ever. And they both loved it. Now, Krender, every now and then when we talk, he's like, I want ramen. I'm like, I know, man. And now he's going to be in town again, and I'm like, he was like, when are we getting ramen? I was like, so we're going to get all the ramen in it. It's going to be delicious. Delicious, delicious friendship. But now, I'm going to go train in Blood Bowl, because on Saturday, I'm going to be playing against Angry Joe. I think I might have told you that. Or did I just find that? Did I just find that out today? This is weird, doing 2 coffee times in the same day, because I'm like, have I already? Huh. I'm just not sure. On Saturday, I am going to be beating Angry Joe. Yeah. Duh. So I'm going to go train a little bit, and then I'm going to go to bed. It's going to be great. But I hope that you guys had a great day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.